Sixth grade, happy Friday. Welcome to test 6. Okay, you got your power up. You got the quiz extra credit on the back. I'll keep encouraging you to do those extra credit ones. They really help you out. On the front side, you got the ones we've been working on with naming your labels, lines, angles, and shapes. Then you got a challenge problem. It says this: copy this problem and find the missing digits. No two digits may be alike. Now that's what makes this problem really hard, guys, is I can't repeat digits, which means I can't use a 7 on any of these blanks because I already used a 7 there. I can't use a 9 on any of these blanks because I already used a 9 there. Okay, now there is some guess and check that's going with it. This problem is really going to test your mental grit because you're not going to get it right away, and there's not an easy way to just say, oh, I know what it is. Okay, now I'm going to give you a few helpful hints if I was going to tackle this problem. I know what this number needs to be, guys, because I'm taking a 3-digit number times 7 and getting at 900ths. For instance, if I put a 2 here, guys, 7 times 2 is 14. That would make it a 4-digit answer. So you know this needs to be the number 1. Now you're saying, Mr. Bauer, what 1 times 7 is only 7. How do I get it to be 9? Well, you need to add 2 to it. So now you think of this number, guys, and you think of what 2 numbers could I multiply by 7 that are in the 20s so that I carry the 2 over. So you only have 2 choices for that. Now what I would do if I was a 6th grader, I would just work in order. I take the smaller number and then I just go here and I'd start doing problems. Now guys, this can't be a 1 here because I already used the 1 there. And then I would move to 2 here and I'd start doing the math and see if it works out. And you're going to notice that if I put a 2 here and I take 2 times 7, I get 14. I take 7 times, this should have been a 3 because that would be my first order. 7 times 3 is 21, and then I add the 1 I carried, I got 22. So I'd write a 2 here, but guys, I already had a 2 there. So that tells me 132 can't be right. So think about what this number has to be. There's only 2 choices. It can only be 3 or 4 because that's the only number that carries over. And then start practicing switching a different number here. And then when you think you got the answer, look to make sure none of these blanks repeat a number. Okay, it's going to be a challenge. It'll be awesome. As far as your test is concerned, guys, your tests in my mind are number 1, starting to get more and more word problems. And number 2, more and more 2 or 3 step problems. So make sure you're reading it carefully, and then make sure you're doing what they're asking you. So for instance, number 6, it says the perimeter of a square is 3 feet. How many inches is a side? So I not only have to know how to put it into length of a side, but I have to switch from feet to inches. So make sure you're looking carefully to make sure you're doing multiple step problems. Number 2, Marie bought 8 pounds of apples at 82 cents a pound and paid for it with a $10 bill. How much did she get back? So if they don't want to know how much the apples cost, they want to know how much change she gets back from a $10 bill. So make sure you're checking and rechecking these problems as you do those things. All right, show your work. If you want to check it with a calculator, feel free to check it with a calculator, guys, but you're going to notice a lot of these problems, a calculator barely helps me because I have to know how to set it up and do everything right before I even have a chance of checking with a calculator. So, blessings on your test.